Hey folks, so it looks like I'm gonna be here a little while, probably at least a couple hours, and not like just sitting around. So I'm gonna go walk in and exploring Wells, Nevada. Let's see what we can find. Not a whole lot out here so far, but according to the map, this should lead me into kind of downtown Wells, which looks like it might have some cool old buildings and stuff. The downside is it's Sunday, so basically nothing's open. But yeah, let's go see if there's anything of interest. Well, this is kind of cool. There's a big motel sign up here. It's kind of narrow. I don't know if I'm standing where a motel used to be or if it's pointing to where a motel used to be. But that sign has seen better days, but this is what's on the lot. No hotel here, or motel rather. I'm keeping my eye out on these bushes here. There's a plant called, they call it Mormon tea, that is native to this area. And it's easy to spot this time of year because it's pretty much the only tall green thing you're gonna find out there. But I haven't found any yet. And this property, there may be something over there, but it didn't really look friendly to go walking on without permission, so we keep questing. Got another abandoned motel. This is the Sage Inn, or was the Sage Inn. Looks like it's all boarded up. Yeah, all boarded up. Right here in front, it's a beautiful mural. It says, "Welcome to Wells," with apples and bananas and tomatoes and carrots and corn, and I don't think they grow any of that here. Certainly not bananas. Interesting. All right, here we got the Wild West Inn. It says bar, cafe, casino, liberal slots. I don't know if it's still an active business or not. But it looks like it's been there a while. There's a vacuum cleaner in the front window. But I don't see any other indicators that there's anything open. There's a building next to it and the front door is plywooded shut. I don't know if that's affiliated or just nearby. But the Wild West Inn, oh yeah, there's big holes in it. You can see that under each, see all those 4 big holes. So they're probably not in business anymore. I bet that was a hopping place once upon a time. Here's the Trail of the 49ers. Sorry. Trail of the 49ers Interpretive Center and the Visitor Center. But it is Sunday, so it is closed. I don't know what all they got going on in here. Those look like telegraph things, like, you know, for Morse code. No clue what's going on there. Transformers, maybe? Yeah, those look like transformers. Interesting. Let's keep going. Oh, here we go. A waypoint, George A. Wyman, first across America, San Francisco to New York, 1903. Looks like he did it on a motorbike. We'll have to look that up. I know I've said it already, but I'm gonna say it again. I can tell that once upon a time, in its heyday, this place was popping. There are a lot of old motels, abandoned hotels, including the one I'm gonna look at now. This is the El Ranchero Cafe, Bar, and Casino. How about that for a sign, huh? With the Buck and Bronco up there. But it doesn't look like it's any of those things anymore. We got boards on the window. Let's see what all this says. This looks like it was a really cool painting on the window until the window got broken. They put a new piece of glass over it. Yeah, it's doubled up. Is there anything in there? Like maybe old kitchen equipment. It's like it might be used for storage now. And pigeon scared me. This rehabilitation project is supported by a grant by the Commission for Cultural Centers and Historic Preservation. So they're doing something with it. That's good to hear. Oh, there's a cool mural on the wall in there. Let's see, Waldo James, Jim West, Bill Deadman, and Jesse Sharp. I wonder who they are. Must be important if they went ahead and painted their pictures on the wall. Looks like this was a retail spot at one point. Or a bar, maybe? Yeah, a little bar and restaurant. A lot of materials. Something in frames. I don't know if it's pictures or mirrors. Doubt there's anything of interest back here, but I'll peek anyway. No, not really, just an alleyway. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure this place was popping in its heyday. This was a really cool place to be, I bet. But I hope they do something cool with it. You know, there doesn't seem to be a thing going on today. And I want to blame it on being Sunday. I want to say, oh, it's Sunday. Of course there's nothing going on. But I get the vibe that most days of the week there's not much going on. I found what I thought was another abandoned motel, but it's not. This one has people in it. It's just real old. They're keeping it moving. Not bad. Well, there's another church. Don't know what kind, doesn't say. Oh, there it is. Community Presbyterian Church. Worship 10 a.m. I think I'm a little early. I saw this faded paint on the side. Theater, parking only. Others will be towed away at owner's expense, which can only mean one thing. So we got us an old theater. The Nevada Theater. With the window open and pigeons in it. Oof. I'm sure it's not pleasant in there. The header board's empty. I was hoping there'd be maybe an old movie poster in one of these, but doesn't look like it. Sure, this place hasn't shown a movie in quite some time. That's a shame. All right, we got another one, guys. This is the Victory Motel. But I actually found the story on this one. It started as a service station that was built by a cattle rancher whose ranching wasn't going well. So I built a service station with like his own house attached to it. And then it expanded into a motel. And what you're going to see that's very interesting, this is not new. This was how it was built. Each one of these has its own garage. They had heated garages, which was, I mean, at the time, that would have been crazy, like super sci-fi technology. But yeah, there it is, the Victory Motel. So I think I saw about as much downtown as there was to see. But there's an old rail line that runs through here. This is an active rail line. And I decided to come walk over and look, and I didn't see any other people tracks, but there's a lot of critter tracks. There's deer tracks, and I'm guessing maybe stray cat or dog. There's a lot of little tracks out here, aside from the railroad variety. Maybe coyote or something, I don't know. All right, guys, well, that was Wells, Nevada, not Nevada, as I was taught by a resident of the state. Yes, it is Nevada, not Nevada. So, but yeah, that was Wells. A lot of cool stuff. Like I said, it used to be a real bustling spot once upon a time. So there's some cool abandoned stuff. There's an abandoned ghost town not far from there called Metropolis that I didn't get to visit today. But if you ever find yourself out there, it's probably worth checking out. I wouldn't call Wells a destination, but if you're in town, you got a few hours to kill, go check it out. There's some pretty cool stuff. But that's it for today. I will see you on our next adventure. I hope to do these about once a week, maybe more. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me, and I'll see you next time.